To me, a dad is the head of the family. Dads are the top of the hierarchy. You're number one in the family. And being number one, don't mistake it, means you're not really number one. You put your wife and your kids before yourself. Dads can't be selfish. Dads can't be about themselves. A good dad does not put his happiness, his well-being, his interests before his wife and before his kids. And that directly ties into the three most important things about being a dad. Provide, protect, and be a role model. Dads, it's okay to be a man. Husbands, it's okay to be a man. Men, it's okay to be a man. Frankly, I'm not even sure when in society the shift happened that being a man or doing man things started to get looked down on. That's one of the things we at 100% Dad are gonna look back on. I wanna see when in the history of time it started to become not okay to be a man. I wanna see how we got there and what led to it. And that's something we're gonna study, and I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys on what you think caused that, or what in history transpired to sit there and say, men, you shouldn't be men anymore. What does being a man mean to you? Does it mean you have a big beard? Does it mean you live in a cave? Does it mean you have to wear boots and carry a knife and have a big gun? What does a picture of a man look like? What do the actions of a man look like? What do the thoughts of a man look like? So how do we define what a man even is? And I'll tell you right now, the answer is that there's not just one definition. There are many types of men, and that's okay. I think there's three big things that make a man a man. Number one is you have to be able to provide for your family. Back in the old days, that meant leaving a cave, killing some animal, dragging it back to the cave so you could provide for them. It also meant finding a cave. It meant making fire. Now, we're a little beyond that now. And we're beyond the 1800s where you still had a hunt, you still had a farm, and some people get to live that life, and frankly, I'm kind of jealous of it. Nowadays, providing for your family is much different. And I'm talking basic necessities here. A roof. Not a grand roof, but just a roof over your family's head. A safe place to live. Financial means to buy food, to take care of emergencies, to keep them healthy, to keep them safe. This is providing for your family, and it does not have to be on a grand scale. You don't have to provide a $700,000 house to be considered a man. You can have a $400 a month apartment if there one even exists anymore. You can have a trailer in the woods. You can have a cabin you built by yourself. But providing for your family is 100% important if you want to be a 100% dad. Providing for your family, even if you're not a dad, is what a man needs to do if you're a husband without children yet. A man has to be able to protect his family. Now, in today's world, that means a lot of different things. But I do think it's really important, and obviously I'm of size to where, a physical protection level is a little more natural to me. And obviously some guys are 5'2" and skinny, and some guys are 6'7" and can knock my head off with a single hit. But protecting your family is, I think, critically important. I think having a basic knowledge of some sort of defense is pretty important. In the rare event, and obviously it's something that happens less nowadays than it did back in the day, where you got robbed on your horse while going to the town because you had a sack full of gold coins to buy your bread and necessities. I still think it's important to give your family the confidence that you can, in the event there's some sort of home invasion, which we hope and pray never happens, or someone tries to mug you on the streets, you at least have some basic knowledge to step up and fight for them. And honestly, I think that basic knowledge isn't necessarily that you are the best martial arts expert, or you are the best wrestler, best boxer, best scrapper. I think it's more of a mindset. I think a scrawny man with a strong mindset can defend and protect his family better than a big guy that's a complete wuss. Or even a big guy that is too eager to fight. I mean, you can put yourselves and your family in some dangerous situations if you're always ready to go and almost instigating and provoking something. A man has to be a role model for his family, to live the life, to walk the walk, to talk the talk. You have to represent every day your family values.